next topic is Spider-Man Noir. So we first saw Spider-Man Noir in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Bro, this is so confusing, man. Into the Spider-Verse. I knew you'd correct me on that one. He was voiced by Nicolas Cage, and now Nicolas Cage is going to star in a live-action Spider-Man Noir series. The series will be for, you guessed it, Prime Video. Steve Lightfoot, who worked on The Punisher, and Oren Uziel, who worked on 22 Jump Street, will serve as the showrunners, and Henry Bradbeer and Fleabag will direct the first 2 episodes. So, James, are you intrigued for this Spider-Man live-action noir series?
I'm intrigued 100%. And that's because Nicolas Cage is going to star, not voice, star as a live-action Spider-Man noir in the series. He's 60 years old now. I don't know how this can work. The only way I think it can work is for it not to be an action-driven series, which is a hard thing to do for any kind of Spider-Man thing. So how it's going to work it's going to be interesting. I mean, you have 2 very different, I guess, directors or showrunners here. Steve Lightfoot, Oren Uziel, one did 22 Jump Street and the other did Punisher. It's 2 different types of... You're going for a heavy action-driven director or showrunner, and then, one who's kind of comedic-based as well there. So how it's going to work, I don't know. You certainly can't put Nicolas Cage in fight sequences because he's just going to be slow. I forgot there was this conversation that was happening a while ago for some superhero where the guy was kind of aging and he just looked slow out there fighting. I think it was like Indiana Jones in the Dial of Destiny. He just kind of looked sluggish and lethargic, and that's what you're going to get with Nicolas Cage here. So it's probably going to have to be a series where there's not much action happening, and perhaps it's more of like a detective kind of series with Spider-Man at the forefront of that. But I mean, how it's going to look, is the whole thing going to be black and white, kind of, taking on that gag that Into the Spider-Verse did? And yeah, I think that could be interesting. I feel like you should have just done an animated series. I just don't know why this is an animated Spider-Verse series. Like, you could really go for it, but being on Prime Video is surprising. I thought it'd be Netflix, considering the Sony and Netflix partnership. So, yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm gonna have to see how this looks before. It's the same thing as Tomb Raider. I'm gonna have to see how this looks before I can buy into it. But it would be something that's interesting about it. On the other side of things, Henry Bradbeer, who did Fleabag, Fleabag I've heard great things about. So yeah, I'm in a little bit. But yeah, we gotta wait for more. What about you? It's an interesting one.
I'm the same boat as you. I would be completely out if it's not in black and white. I think for me it has to be in black and white because that's how he was in Into the Spider-Verse. So it just has to be. And the fact that it's Spider-Man Noir, which is literally black and white. It's a bit stupid to have it in colour. I sort of agree with you in regards to Nicolas Cage and the action sequences. I think he could still do he could still be like a brawler type of Spider-Man where he just, throws punches and stuff like that. But I'll be fully down for a detective sort of Spider-Man, something less actiony. I know a lot of people won't like it, but a lot less actiony and more like, Spider-Man actually using his brain, because we barely see that in any of the movies. So him as a detective will be awesome as to see, and it would just be a breath of fresh air for the superhero genre in general. We're so used to these big action sequences that we don't really get a pure detective or the superhero, showcasing their brains. The closest we got was the Batman recently, where he actually was a bit more of a detective. So
yeah. I mean, for me, I think one thing to put me in the kind of right frame of mind to watch this, make it R-rated. Make it kind of like a Spider-Man who's older, obviously, because it's Nicolas Cage. He's kind of lost his way. He doesn't have that, teenage side to him. He's very serious and kind of does, kind of messed up stuff like, I guess, drugs and sleeping around, and he's trying to recapture that spirit to him, and goes on a massive investigation. I think that'd make it super interesting, and you'd see a completely different side to Spider-Man, because we always see the young man who's funny and haha kind of guy. Yeah.
Pretty much. You guys at home, do you want to see the funny haha kind of guy Spider-Man, or do you want to see this drug addict Spider-Man trying to read?
I don't know, not drug addict. No, it's not too much.
Or this R-rated sort of pitch for Spider-Man. Dude, you want something more slow and a detective? Let us know in the comments down below.